Hey team, it is time for a brief staff video update. If you missed this week's staff meeting, I talked about 5 things that can help us stay centered in a busy season. I had a couple of you reach out to me about some of that content. I'm actually going to shoot another video after this to try to kind of rifle through those 5 things so that if you want to share it or reference it again, that will be available to you. But there are 2 things in the executive summary that I didn't want you to miss. Number 1, we are reposting what we call our staff freedoms document. We intentionally do not call them staff rules, okay? Now, some people may be like, "Oh, you're just mincing words." You know, it's a twisting words a little bit, and it's not that there is truth to that. I think we're intentionally using the freedom word because in Christ there are a lot of things that we are free to do, but we, especially in ministry, especially on staff at a church, may not be wise to do. And so we love to provide some like guardrail type questions to help you as you begin to navigate or think about, like, is it, just because it's legal, should I? If it's not illegal, obviously breaking the law, we shouldn't do that. There's rules for that. But outside of that, really, we want to provide a document that, or a document that helps walk us through what's the wise thing to do. And there are 2 areas where we're adding some things to consider when it comes to your freedoms and what it means to operate as a staff member. The first one is with social media. What do we need to be thinking about? What filter should we be using when we're posting on social media? I know it's your own personal social media, but it also has an implication on the influence that we have in our community. So take a second and review that. The other area is side hustles. Like, we don't want to be the police when it comes to side hustles, but sometimes having a side job and working in a church can begin to merge some conflict of interest that potentially diminish our impact. And so just think about those 2 things, review that together today. The second thing is the Your Journey assessment. I would love for you to take a few moments before the end of the week to work through that assessment and provide feedback. A link to the feedback will be either included below or it might be available at the end of your assessment. But I would love for Andy, who's invested a ton of time, and for Marna and the team that's been working on it, to have some real feedback in a short amount of time so that we can continue to make adjustments for January. So if you could do that, that would be great. The third thing that I'll share with you is the content that was used at staff meeting. Here's how we can be better together. You can take some of that content and say, hey, as a staff, we thought about or heard from Ben or spent some time focusing on 5 things that can help us stay centered in a busy season. And there are 2 things that I think, or maybe all 5, cover them with your team. It helps us all have some common language as we're navigating at the movies, in KJ Jackson, and into Christmas and all of the Christmas services that are going to be going on. I think as we communicate that out into our respective dream teams, it can have a positive effect, a positive ripple effect throughout our church. So I'll record an extra video if you want to use that again, but those are a few thoughts that I had in light of today's staff meeting and what's coming ahead. See you this weekend.